All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Nestled between Tony Gwynn Drive and Trevor Hoffman Way, this is Petco Park. We've got game one of the National League Division Series. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. So digging in now for San Diego, J.R. Santana. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And now 2-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
2-1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. And now the lefty. That one is absolutely belted. In from third is the tying run. We're tied at 1. Throw gets by him at second. And this ball is going to wind up out of play.
Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
That one lifted to left. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One out. Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in is the speedy Ellie De La Cruz. Led off the game with a double in his first at bat and later scored. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Bogarts pulls it down. And there are 2 outs.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's Franchi Cordero. Grounded out his first time. Left-hand hitter waits. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Santana makes the play, and it's out number 3. Now it's the power speed combo. J.R. Santana. Doubled his first time up.
All right, one time, right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
That's to third. Rios. Throws across the diamond. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Shea.
This is Willie Castro. Went down on strikes his first time through.
The second baseman, Willie.
Shane Bieber's control and command some of the best in the game. 2017, the year before he made his big league debut, he struck out 162 batters and walked just 10. Can't glove it cleanly.
Now batting, shortstop.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. This to center field. And that will end the inning. So no runs. No.
Tyler Stevenson.
Hey, we got one out here.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Santana moving under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Here's the center fielder, J.R. Santana.
Santana.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Hill at third with nobody out. Hard ground ball for a base knock. In comes the runner from third. It's 4-3.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
White throws to first. Santana back in on a dive. Next offering is down low.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far.
Runner on the go. Throw to second. Ow!
Nice little battle of speed versus power.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now it's the right fielder, Manuel Margot, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing at a ball lifted to center field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already.
So 2 down, and now it's Josh Naylor. Ripped on a line. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Runner around third. He'll score as well. And it's now 5-4. But he throws on the brakes. Gets back to second. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing. Nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Ball to strike. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Santana gets under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. A couple of runs. Stepping in for San Diego, J.R. Santana. Step off, throw to first. Hill back easily.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
But with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And now the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him. Inning over. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Joe Musgrove.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Carroll on at second with 2 down. And the right-hander deals. And down on strikes. And the Padres waste a chance. Third inning. In now for the Reds, Noel V. Marte.
Noel V. Marte.
Musgrove was originally picked in the first round of 2011 by the Blue Jays, but now a San Diego kid who grew up in Grossmont and got a chance to pitch for his, and it's into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. Marte headed for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split
out there to center. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Santana throws to second, the tag, and he's out. But a run does score on the error. Bottom of the 4th, and now the center fielder, J.R. Santana. And a pitch. Ball 1 there.
Ball 1, no strike. Hey, let her rip up there. Let's go.
Righty to the plate. Lifted in the air, right center field. Allen drifts towards it. And a quick out, number 1. And now Noelvi Marte. He tripled and scored his first time. That's out to center field. Santana under it. Can't get there. Base hit. Goodman around second, headed for third. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. And he's there at third with a triple. Play at the plate. Got him. Man at second here with 2 away. J.R. Santana, the next up for the Padres. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. On Duhar around third. He will score. It's 6-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first. And now James Triantos. 2 outs. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. Edwin Rios here. The 0-1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. It falls in, and that's a hit. The throw in. He's in there.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for these guys. Anytime you can.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Hunter Goodman digs in now. 1 for 2. 0-2 now. Center field. Santana in position. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. On first, Jay Allen, the next to hit for the Reds. Now all even up. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Edwin Rios, the next to hit for the Reds.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And that one in the air, center field. Santana puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the designated.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the Reds DH, Ramon Laureano. Now fly ball to right center. Santana under it, and a lunging grab.
It looked like somebody pulled the parachute on that ball, but good concentration. Stumbled a little bit, but was able to hold on to it as he made contact with the ground.
J.R. Santana, the next up for the Padres.
Now batting.
1 for 3.
The center fielder, J.R. Santana.
In there for strike 1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And here it comes. That misses off the outside edge. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
That one missed. That to right. Margot on his horse. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Padres go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. San Diego all set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Hunter Goodman. 3-2. That's towards center. Santana under it. And there's one down. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first 2, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the hill, the southpaw from Mexico, Julio Urias.
Boog, in his last start, a nice little milestone for his career, his 100th career victory. And those things, although players say they don't matter a whole lot, there's one day they're going to look back and realize that was pretty cool. We'll see what he's got today.
Now here is J.R. Santana. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Two down, nobody on. That one down the line, and foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Second inning here, no score. Pulls pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
For the second. Now, Jonathan India. Zach Wheeler, who was the 6th overall pick in 2009 by the Giants out of high school. He's from Smyrna, Georgia. Wheeler back to work. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against.
Here's Ramon Laureano.
The designated hitter.
Wheeler back to work. And that one lifted in the air center field. Santana settles under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Go ahead run on base. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, J.R. Santana. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Foul ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Here comes the 0-1. Out to center. Allen gets there. He's under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
And welcome back. Here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Wheeler back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Santana under it. And makes the grab. One away. So up next, J.R. Santana. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
If he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Hill, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering way off the plate. The pitch. Off the mark there. And that's ball 2. And there's a base hit to left. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Got him swinging for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Manuel Margot up to the plate. The 0-1. Into center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Game threes are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up anytime you go.
Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shelby, Chris Singleton with you. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just to win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that could put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway on the hill for the Reds, Nick Lodolo.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Man at first with one gone. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Shane Bieber, former fourth-round pick out of UC Santa Barbara. He's won a Cy Young Award, the pitching Triple Crown, and became the first pitcher in Cleveland history to win a Gold Glove. Not bad.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that last one being the first one to win a Gold Glove with the great pitchers that they've had over time in Cleveland.
Batting fourth.
And now it's Josh Naylor. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Here comes the 0-1. This one in the air center field. That one gets down for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but
J.R. Santana, the next up for the Padres.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
And first offering is fouled off.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
Runner leads away at second. Hard hit, right side. India over to first in time. And that'll do it. Padres leave one. J.R. Santana rounded out his first time up. And a base hit up the middle.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And that one is lifted in the air. Allen makes the play, and there's 2 away. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, James Triantos. 0 for 1 so far. And there he goes. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Throw into third.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 outs, bases full. Pavin Smith, the next up for the Padres. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Up next for Cincinnati.
So digging in now for San Diego, J.R. Santana. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Flares it into the outfield. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, James Triantos. He's trying for third. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the Padres waste a chance for San Diego. Stepping in for San Diego, J.R. Santana. Swings through that one. 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Right-hander kicks, deals. Going to count 1-2. On the ground to short, could be 2. De La Cruz over to second, double play, and that sends us 2 down. Josh Naylor, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 3. Trying to send this extra innings. In the air out to center. Santana settles under this one, and that is the inning. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to